Hello and welcome. Welcome. All right, welcome to another beautiful tutorial by me. I'm glad I have uh, comments and uh, beautiful comments from you guys, and I sure hope you're learning. But I have comments from other people that are learning. I'm very glad I'm sharing my knowledge with people out there, and they are really learning a lot from it. All right, so in today's tutorial, I'm going to be teaching you how to create your own pattern inside of Adobe Illustrator. All right, so this tutorial is basically for people in the fashion line. Fabian, Fabian of Loose Bunch Studio, deliberately doing this because of you. So I'm doing this for you. So others, let's learn from this and let's create patterns. Just learn how to create your own pattern, your own self. So let's jump in. So like I said earlier, this tutorial is for people, it's for the pattern people that like patterns. So that's fashion freaks and what have you. So the very first thing you have to do when you want to create your own pattern is to define your motif. So it's to define your motif. So there's a define your motif, define, okay, so my brush doesn't want to cooperate. Okay, so let me just say it. So it's defining your own motif. And so what's a motif? A motif is a unit of a design, is a unit of a pattern. So defining your motif simply means just making sure you get the unit of the pattern you want to create. All right, so for me, I think I want to create a pattern with okay, let me try and figure out a motif out of my head. Okay, so I think I should do this. Where are you? Brush tool. So I'm going to teach you just two ways in which you can create your patterns. It's very simple. It's ultra simple. So if you don't know how to get your user defined brushes, I'm very sure if you're using Illustrator, you might not see this in yours. Just go check out my tutorial, my last tutorial on how you can create your own brush inside of Illustrator, and then you'll get it. All right, so let's do some simulated brush, and let me pick this guy created by me. So let's make some beautiful patterns and some beautiful motifs rather. So I have this, I can do this, and I can come like this, and write this. Okay, so this is my motif, so I can have it this way, Chris here. Okay, so I have a beautiful motif. I can decide to smoothen it up. Let's come to path, simplify, and so it's smoothened up. I can decide to remove the cuff position. No. All right, so let's do okay. So we have that. So I can make it. So all we have to do is copy and paste, copy and paste. Then let me flip it. Let me flip it this way. And okay, I think I like it this way. All right, so the next thing to do is to select and then come to your distribution, make sure it's well distributed. Then come to your objects, go to pattern and say make. So it's going to say the new pattern has been added to the swatch. So this is your swatch. So here it is down here, this little guy here. It says any changes made within the pattern element will be applied to the swatch upon exit. Said okay. So let me do okay. And then we have these big patterns here. All right, so let's do, let's call it curls. And then, how do you want your pattern? Do you want it grid, brick by row, or brick by column, or hexagon by column, or hexagon by row? So let's make it a brick by row. Anyhow you want to do it, but I think I'm going to make my own brick by row. And then brick offset, how do you want your offset? So how do you want it to be? So sometimes I always like the 4 to 5. If I really want it really random, you can do 1, 4 or in between, but I think the 4 to 5 is really arranged the way I want it. So let's move next. It says size style to art. No, I don't want it to be size to art. If you're going to click this, that means every art you draw, if you place inside your art, it will be placed inside the real how am I going to say this? It's going to be placed inside the art proportionally, kind of. So there might be no seamless thing. It might not be randomly placed. I like it when it's randomly placed. You get my point. I think I'm a little bit overly too excited this evening to even get my point across. All right, what next? So let's do the overlap. You might not see the overlap effect here because we have a one color pattern. So let's just do okay. I think I'm done. I'm done. And then I have my pattern, so I can delete this guy and then pick my brush. So you could do it either way. You can pick your brush and make sure the pattern is selected. Select the pattern. Done. Then I can pick my brush and just draw. So where are you? Brush, pattern, swatch. Where are you? Okay, here. So I can pick that and draw. So once you draw, it's actually inside of your stroke, but you might not see it until you have a big stroke. Oh, sorry. Let me go back. When I draw a shape, I would see it on the stroke of my shape. So so it's a beautiful way for you to create patterns and frames. So you can create frames using this style. You can create frames using this very style. It's beautiful. It makes your work beautiful. All right. So another way to create your own pattern is by using shapes. So let me use a shape. Let me pick the rectangle tool and do this. Let me just quickly draw it. Move this guy. This guy, and then let's add some points to it. So let's add a point here, 1 and 2, and then pick your direct selection tool. That's pressing A, the shortcut is A, and then selecting these 2 points, and I'm moving this way. Let's move it this way, then pick this guy and copy. So let's copy. Okay, so we're having that way. So we can copy him back and flip. You can reflect him. So here we have reflect tool. You can reflect him. Make sure you hold shift so you won't have what you don't like. Reflect. Reflect. Okay. Oh, that's frozen. My system just likes to have a mind of its own. Okay, so let's do that again. Copy. And I'll just turn it 90 degrees this time. I don't have time for that. So we can do this. So we have that as I can decide to use this as my pattern motif, or let me just pick this and drop it here. So I can do this as my motif. So this is my pattern, this is my motif. All right, so the next thing to do is to add colors to these guys. So let's do complements. So let's do here and here. So what's the complement? Let's make it red and green. So if you check your color wheel, I'm going to be releasing tutorials on that very soon. Oh, let me make that a little bit darker. And then for here, let's do some blue and orange, like almost this blue and orange. So let's do some orange. And then let's remove the outlines. Boom. So we have that. So you can even decide to pick these two and change their blend mode to either screen or overlay or or soft light. So I think I like the screen. I think I like the screen. Let me check others. Let me check hard lights. No, soft lights. I think color dodge is okay. Okay, so I think I like the color dodge. So the next thing to do is select everything, come to object, pattern, make, as making it a pattern, and then you have this beautiful, beautiful pattern. Oh, I really love this pattern. It's making me smile. So we have this red ziggy-zaggy thing, and we also have this this knitting, this color knits all around here. So that's really what I want. But the kind of grid, what kind of grid do I want? So I call it color knits, color knits. Okay, so for the grid, what kind of grid? Grid by row. Oh, I don't like this. It's just, oh, this is beautiful, but I don't like it. Grid by column. I want it this way, or X by column, or you can also do it this way. It's a beautiful kind of X by row. Oh, this is beautiful. All right, so we have this hourglassy thing in between here that I think I like, and also well, now I'm confused because I really love the patterns I'm seeing, but let me use grid by row. Okay, and next, now see the overlap settings I said. There might be every chance that you won't understand it at the other time when I was using ordinary black. All right, for this, if you go, it says left in front. That means the shape in left to come in front, which is this, so it's in front. So you can say right in front. So once I click that, you're not seeing anything because of my blend mode. So it says bottom in front. So that means the object at the bottom to come to the front, in which I don't like the effect. So I think I prefer, okay, bottom in front is also giving me another pattern, which is this guy. So I think I like it that way. Okay, so your grid copies, I think I'll do 7 by 5. So I'll have something seamless up there. So you can also reduce the dims. You can say, okay, you want the copies, you can dim it to 50% if you wish, but I want it to be 100. And then show swatch bounds. No, I don't want it. I don't want to show bounds and then do done. So once that is done, you can always delete this, but I don't want to delete it. I think I like it. So you can pick your brush tool and then add your pattern. You select your pattern, and then make sure you do not double click, just single click and then draw. So once you draw, you have, oh, sorry. So once you have your shape, you have a good pattern around it, and then you can remove. So this is a beautiful way to create frames, another beautiful way to create your own customized frame inside of Adobe Illustrator. All right, so you can also work it with your brush tool, provided that I don't know why it's not working on the tool, the brush I created, but let me make a basic. So I have a basic, and then I can go all the way down, basic. So let me select my stroke, and let's do stroke, swatch. All right, but it's still giving me the same problem. Shouldn't be that. Okay, so let's try this. Okay, so make sure it's in basic. So once you have it in basic, you'll be able to apply the stroke to it. So that is it. So you can, that means you can practically pick your brush stroke, set this back to basic, and then draw. And then you can draw. Okay, so I can pick all this in basic and tell it I want it to be basic. So once it's set back to basic, it can retain the stroke you created using the pattern. So I have this pattern too, this beautiful pattern, which I would love to fill and make you see. So here, this pattern, so you can fill any kind of pattern uh, inside your shapes. So you could draw with your patterns. You could come here, pick a calligraphy, and draw with your pattern. So I have this. Oh, sorry, brush. So I have this. So you could draw your pattern inside a cloth. So let me show you briefly how you can do that. How this is very important for you, especially the fashion people. So this is very important for you to know. So let me place a shirt. Let me place one of these shirts. Uh, Pictures, downloads. I think I have my shirts here. Oh, funny enough, I don't know where I kept them. So I think, okay, so just imagine this is your shirt. So you can always pick your brush tool and draw out what you want to draw on your shirt. So I can draw out and say, okay, I want my shirt to be patterned this way. I want the neck to be this way. I want the hand to be this way. I want this guy to be this way. So depending on whatever you want to do, and then you can paint here, and then the pattern will be painted. So we have a beautiful pattern shirt inside of Illustrator, all custom made. Thank you for watching this tutorial once again. I'm sure and I do hope you learned something from this. I sure did learn something even as I was teaching you. Alright, so why not just comment below and subscribe to my channel and like the video, and you'll get more and more tutorials like this. See you next tutorial. Have a lovely day. Bye.